Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Hangout with Team Phoenix. Today we wanted to talk to you about marketing strategies. What is marketing? How do you market your business online? Because that's very important. Um, you can have any product, any service that you're doing, but it's really important to actually know how to market. Now, I know that people have different strategies and that work, and there's some strategies that don't. So we really wanted to, talk about that, and and really get into the nitty gritty of what works and what doesn't in your business. So today, I just wanted to introduce the panel before we go forward, because these guys are rock stars in Ireland and in Team Phoenix, and they're just doing great things. And they're going to explain exactly what they do in their business, what works, what's working so far, and really what hasn't, because everyone has different strategies, so it'd be great to know who's doing what and how it's working for them. I'll start off with Christy. Christy, introduce yourself and tell the panel about yourself and how you got into the business.
Yeah, well, hi, I'm Christy Robbins. I live in Spain now. It was my dream to live down south in the southern Spain, as south as I could get within Europe, uh, because I'm originally from Denmark, the northern Europe part of Europe, where it's very cold and dark, like in the UK. Well, I lived in the UK for 9 months as well before I came to Spain, and well, I just like living in Spain, and I've gotten a good rhythm up here, and getting into a rhythm with working on island and creating a good life for myself, and yeah, I've had like times where I couldn't really focus too much on Ireland. I had a lot of other things, for example, when I just came down here, and also when I was leaving the UK. But now I've settled into a rhythm where I work focused 2 hours every day with my Ireland training marathon, 1 hour watching video, 1 hour of doing my blog post, my video, and spreading it out on social media. And then in the afternoon and evenings, I work more on communicating with people, the marketing that we will talk about today. And the reason why I joined Ireland, I started in Empower last summer, um, and I sort of tried to find out what the whole business was about, and then I found out that a lot of people actually there was something happening in Ireland. I couldn't really I couldn't really see what it was, but I could just feel that it might be better for me. And I got in touch with Victoria and just felt that it was the right place to be for me, the right mood, the right well, it was just it spoke more to my heart than where I was. So and I loved the whole all the courses, the university, um, how you could actually just build it up from scratch and slowly, and just work with just the basic level. You could actually get people in and get started and get your expenses covered, and then just work your way up from there. So that's what I've done, and it's worked great. And now I own the whole thing. I'm a TLA member, so yeah, I'm just in love with Ireland, and it's my online life, and I can't imagine anything else.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Christy. I mean, Christy pinpointed something there, about still doing it. She had to move, she had to do all the things, but she still persisted, which is amazing. Whatever it is you're doing, it's really important to persist. And it's just, and it shows, she's a great sponsor, and she's, absolutely fantastic. And it's great to have her on the team, to have someone like that who still persists, and you do go through hard times, but you still carry on, don't you?
Yeah, totally. You have to. It's your dream we're talking about. It's about joining, like I call it like a revolution. We're a revolution of freedompreneurs that are fighting for our freedom, and we really just want to help each other achieve that freedom. And we work together here in Team Phoenix in doing that. So, yeah.
Well,
I
thank you
love
so
that.
thank you so much, Christy, for that. And now we've got Tara. Hi, Tara.
Hello, how are you guys, everybody?
We're good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Can you introduce yourself to the to everyone watching?
Absolutely. Well, my name is Tara Woodruff, and I've been in the network marketing industry for a little bit now, full-time for the past 3 years, and no matter what happened, I never quite came over the hump. When I joined ILN just a couple of months ago, I really just joined it for an additional stream of income, and had no thoughts whatsoever that there would be anything more to it than a couple commissions checks a month. When I got in there, I found out that this was a breakthrough company, that this literally, totally, all the little missing pieces that I had, all of a sudden the puzzle was complete. I understood what my mission was. I understood how to move forward. And now how I'm marketing my business has changed quite a bit. I let people know what I'm doing. It's definitely obvious that I'm an ILN. I don't do it like some people, are so overly concerned with the 20 and 24. I don't add people to that group. But what I have found, though, is when I allow myself to grow with the training that I have access to, I have the apprentice and the pro membership. I can't wait to go to LA. I can't wait. As I allow myself to grow with those trainings and get plugged in, what's happening is that people are coming to me and asking me, tell me more about ILN. So I haven't had to pitch anybody since I've got here. I haven't had to feel like I had to pitch anybody. Sure, I've messaged a few people in the beginning, like I've got something that's breakthrough, sure, let me take a look. They take a look and nothing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the whole thing is so much more natural than it's ever been before, and it's the perfect, for me, it's absolutely perfect. This is my breakthrough company and my breakthrough team, and I absolutely love you guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tara. And you actually pinpointed something, attraction, and, just literally attraction marketing is fantastic, and having a great team around you and just great group of people who will support your vision, because this is what we were talking about in the afternoon about vision and having a vision and having a goal. And, it's amazing that you've mentioned that right now.
Yeah.
And how important is a vision to you?
It's everything.
Because I think people don't realize how, about visions and how it all works. And I think it's, maybe explain a little bit more on how that's helped you grow.
Yeah. I just think it's really everything, and I've known it's been everything to me, because I know that we really carve out our own path in this life, and having the correct tools, or having the best tools for you. I mean, this could be molded to anybody. This system could be molded to anybody. The training's top notch. The camaraderie is top notch. The blog is top notch. I thought I was just going to be selling a blog. That's it. I had no idea.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've actually been shown and given the tools that I need in order to earn the money to do the upgrade, instead of being told, oh, I'm not even going to talk to you till you upgrade.
Yeah.
So you can literally come in here on a 7-day trial and, do your apprentice training all in that 7 days, and show people how you're growing right away. And before you know it, you're going to be pro. Before you know it, you're going to be TLA. It's great. That's all I have to say.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tara. No, you've hit the nail on the head. It's about the training that we have. That's why we're doing this actual, this hangout, to talk about marketing strategies and literally see what's working and train ourselves to actually and help each other grow. Hi, Phil. Introduce yourself to the panel. Well, not to the panel, because you know the panel. But if you can just introduce yourself to everyone watching and let them know who you are and what you're about.
Yeah, sure. I'll have to speak up because my microphone's a bit rubbish. So yeah, Phil Blow here, one of the founding members of Team Phoenix, back when there was only literally 1, 2 or 3 of us. So I've been involved in ILN now for, I don't know, how much is it? Since about October, I think. October, November time.
Hold on, Phil. I think you've been muted somehow.
Try that again.
Yeah, you're good now. Can hear you.
Right, back. I don't know what you hear.
No, we just heard October, and that was it.
Yeah, so we've been around since about October, November time. I joined. Well, Victoria was already working in Ireland. She started a few months before me. I think, Christy, were you the first on board, if I remember rightly? Does that sound about right? I think she's on mute. Yeah, she is, yeah. And then, you know, our team just gradually grew and grew to where it is now. You know, we've probably got 15 or 20 people underneath us. I've lost count. And then the great thing is, we've just done, you know, what we've been told, what we've been trained in the Ireland University. We've gone through all the steps and brought people in and started to duplicate. Now, the amazing thing is, you know, we're seeing Christy and yourself, Kimberly, and Tara, and Keith, and everybody else. They're starting to you know, bring people in, starting to see success. And as a result, everybody's starting to make money. And like I said, the team is duplicating. You know, and we are where we are right now. And what's great is, you know, every day we're seeing more and more activity, people signing people up, and just going crazy. And you know, and there are lots of great things coming in the near future as well. So that's me in a nutshell, really.
Awesome. Thank you, Phil. I mean, it's amazing how, you know, like, I think people worry about starting from scratch, and you've pointed out that, you know, when you started, there was only just the 3 of you, you know, and now we've got a whole team of people, which is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right. Well, not only did we start from nothing, really, we started from the beginning just as everybody else did.
Yeah.
You know, the only way we are where we are, you know, we've been on the top leaderboard in Ireland and all that kind of good stuff, is simply because we followed the training that we've been given. We haven't had anything extra, anything special, and yeah, we've just grinded away, really.
Awesome. And yeah, and that's the thing. It's all about the training, and hence why we're all here. And we're going to be talking about the marketing strategies, and everyone's going to, you know, just see what people are using, because it's quite interesting to see that, you know, what people are using and how it's working for them. And sometimes, you know, golden nuggets are out there, and you know, and it'd be great to have this hangout. Thank you, Phil. Matthew, welcome. Can you introduce yourself to the panel? I think you. Oh, there you go.
There we go. We are now.
Hi.
Hi all. Yeah, basically I've come along with Phil to join the family. Fairly new to it now, so just getting used to. Well, trying to get used to it. As I say, I mean, I know the power of the internet, so these sort of chats and everything are going to be super beneficial for, well, certainly for me and for everyone else. So I'm just ready to get rolling, really.
Awesome. And what got you involved in ILN?
Well, I do a few. I've been doing sort of MLM offline as a distributor for a while, so been having fun doing that. And I say, I mean, I'm online all the time pretty much, so it was great when Phil introduced me and told me exactly what was going on. It certainly piqued my interest, and I started to see the power through what everyone else is
awesome.
sort of doing.
Absolutely. So. Well, it's good to have you here, and I'm sure you have nuggets and nuggets full of information for us all. Hey, Keith. Hey, Keith, how are you? introduce yourself to the the viewers?
Hello viewers, I'm Keith Claridge and I've been in ILN since about January and I've been marketing online for nearly 2 years. What I want to say about me? I don't really know, to be honest. Let's just say I'm coming back into things. In the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, I've took a massive time out from building my business and kind of like been refocusing personally, kind of emotionally. And in the last week or so, I've kind of been at the point where I'm like, right, I'm ready to rock and roll again now. I'm feeling good about things. Yeah. So, yeah, that's me really, where I'm at the minute.
Fantastic. That's absolutely brilliant. And what got you into ILN in the first place?
Well, I was in a different company, but I knew of Mark, and I'd had Mark Oberson, and I bought a couple of his low tier products, and I noticed somehow I ended up being on Vince's email list, and I noticed Mark was doing a webinar on happiness at the beginning of the year, and I thought, oh, I'll watch that because I like Mark. And I wasn't looking to join any other company. I was happy where I was, but there was something he said in it. Mark said something like, if you're not 100% happy with what you're promoting, you're going to find it difficult to succeed. And it kind of just struck something within me. And for a few days, I was thinking about it, and I made a decision. I think I watched the webinar, the replay on a Thursday, and I made the decision on the Sunday. I think it was finally the Monday morning to join ILN, and I was just blown away with the training that was in the back office, because to me, my previous experiences of different things is sometimes when you're paying like that basic level or the apprentice level, whatever you want to call it, the training is not necessarily always there to help you build your business. Yeah. But the training, even at the apprentice level, will help you build your business and understand the principles of building your business. So, and I kind of, went from there really. And I enjoy, the training's really, really, really good quality, and will help anybody build any business really.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Keith. I think we have Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Unmute yourself and introduce yourself to the panel and to the viewers. Andrew, I think you're still muted.
Hello.
Hi, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I joined today.
Woohoo!
I'm the absolute newbie here on this panel, so I've got very little to say other than echoing what I think it was Phil, was it? Just said that the back office is just amazing. There's just so much in there, and I've been working my way through some of it this afternoon, and it's a lot to take in. But yeah, there was another occasion when I was in something similar, and I did all the training in about an hour and a half, and it was nothing new. This is all new. It's wonderful. So come on, get inside, do that 7-day trial, and find out for yourselves.
Excellent. Thank you. And what really actually triggered that thing for you that really made you just jump in and do it? What was the trigger for you?
It just felt right. It wasn't forced. You know, a lot of times when I've been in a lot of MLM, offline MLM in the years gone by, and you sort of get press ganged into it, and I didn't feel that at all. I just felt it was the right thing to do. Everything just came together for me at that moment, and in fact, I've kind of dawdled, haven't I, Kimberly, a little bit. I think I first considered it Saturday, and I didn't feel any pressure from anyone. Everyone's been wonderful. Hello, everybody. Thank you for your love. It's just a big family. It's great. So I've not felt any pressure from anyone, and it's just great to be here.
Wonderful. We're glad to have you on board, Team Phoenix, and fantastic. Well, I've got Claude on. Hi, Claude. Unmute yourself and introduce yourself to the viewers on the panel.
Hi there, team. Hi, Christy, Keith, Karen. I believe we've got here Phil and Tara as well. How are you all? Okay. Amazing. Not sure if you can hear me. And hi. Fantastic, and welcome to Andrew also. So we got a new member on board. How are you feeling? Fantastic. Yeah, just
so if you can tell the viewers, sorry, if you can just tell the viewers just who you are and what got you involved in ILN.
Absolutely. Well, I've been, if you like, online and offline marketing for approximately 4 to 5 years. And, you know, in that time, I'd say that, you know, I've come across a lot of, you know, software, a lot of people hosting a lot of programs, but nothing as interactive and as exciting as ILN. Not only is it, not only does it give you the training, it has both the low-end introduction and the high-end products to, if you like, capture the engagement of an audience. And that's what's really got me here. And I'd just like to really say that I'm really grateful for taking part in this journey and all the special souls that are parts of Team Phoenix that really, if you like, espouse that quality. So that's who I am. That's what I've done. I've been, if you like, I've also worked for Microsoft in the past as well as a licensing expert. So troubleshooting people's software, if you like, organization software, making sure they're ship shape for any type of investigation they may face, i.e. collecting their money. So I know what that side of it's about. But really, for me, ILN is something a bit different. It's more like communication. And it's something we should all excel in because we've been doing it up to now and we've got results from doing it. So I look forward to seeing everyone's results here on ILN because we're certainly stepping up the pace. And what I can say is the leadership are just fantastic and it's really an honor to be here. So that's my journey.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. You know, it's amazing because, you know, a lot of people have been online and they've been doing it for quite some time, you know, something Claude mentioned. And it's taken, you know, and you know, being in ILN, it's how do you feel about being in ILN in comparison to what you've done in your life?
In comparison, it's because we tend to, you know, as Mark Hoverson says, we live in a virtual world, really. A lot of the things that we experience, I mean, they do obviously come true, but they're pretty much virtual first. But in ILN, everything seems real and genuine. And the relationships that we build with people, they're not to do with selling. The quality's already there. So there's just no pressure on the people, the host. There's no pressure on the guest. You know, by the way we communicate and interact, you know, people just want to either join us. They either take it or leave it. But those that join it, they know that the others that don't are going to miss out, and they're just coming on board in droves. So that's why everyone who is here, they are absolutely meant to be here. And those who aren't, well, they'll find out later because it's going to take over the world pretty much.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you for that, Claude. And we have Abdul. How are you? Abdul Sam, hello. Are you there? I think we've lost. His mic's gone. Yeah. You know, he won't be able to say anything, but I'm sure we can read and explain what's going on. Tara, would you like to just to explain, you know, his story? Really? Hi, Tara.
Yeah, I'm here.
Are we good?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Would you be able to explain Abdul's story? Or we can get him online actually a bit later on once he sorts out his mic and we can go from there, I suppose. Okay. Well, I just want to just sort of cover marketing strategies. Now, I know a lot of us use Facebook as marketing. We use social media and things like that. So just wanted to just go through the panel just one by one just to just explain what you use and why do you use it and how you're finding it, you know. Or maybe actually can we start about talking about things that don't work online? It's very important for the viewers to actually understand that there's certain things online that just don't work, and it's not ethical. It's not a great thing. It's not a great look. And you know, just if you can just go through one by one. Christy, can we start with you because you're nodding furiously there?
Yes, spamming. The art of spamming is not really good. Yeah, I had a few today actually, writing the whole copy paste ILN text in my inbox in Facebook, and I usually write them back and say this is not actually how the training is, because it's more intended for emails, as Facebook is more it's more spammy to write in people's inboxes, especially with a direct link and everything.
Yeah.
So it's really about you can write it in groups if you want. You can write it on your own wall, and you can write it in emails. But just don't spam people's inboxes, because Facebook will get mad at us at our links, and people will get mad and flag the links and everything, and it's just not helpful for the company.
Yeah.
So I try to explain that it's better to protect ILN, because that's what happened with other great companies, that the links become useless because Facebook finds out that it's so spammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing to not do. But a thing I do very much, I sort of make a distinction between networkers and marketers, where marketers are the people. Well, I guess I sort of do a little bit of both. I have done marketing in the way that I post in groups, very targeted groups, but I post value and referring to a very targeted blog that I have, actually not an ILN blog, but another blog with a lot of value for marketers. And I post something about that in the groups, and I've actually had a lot of success with that. I've had a lot of people, because it is very targeted, it is very meant for them, as a help for them. They can take it or leave it, and then of course I give them directions to ILN as well, but it's actually just to reach out and help people. So that's been one of my marketing strategies, that it has actually given me some sign-ups and a lot of interested people and a lot of interaction with people. But then I mostly, well, of course I use videos, YouTube videos, VideoFind.me app videos. I make a lot of videos. I am starting to I want to master it some more, so that I don't make one every day, and it's good with some different content, but I want to be more structured and do it more and better, so that I can maybe do 3 a week and be very selective with how I do it, how I end, how I appeal to people, what the message is, and just be more, master it a bit more, so it's not just my thoughts of the day sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to master video marketing a bit more, so I can get some sales out of it that way too.
Fantastic.
Because I think when people really see you, they get to trust you and get to know you more than you can get it by the written word as well, which is the last thing that I do. Talking to people, basically just networking, finding people and then just reaching out and sharing stories, wisdom, tips and tricks, not really thinking about they're my target, I have to get them, but really just thinking about, okay, new friends, get to know what are they involved with and how can we help each other, and just I talk with so many different people from all over the world, and it's just great. So, and sometimes someone becomes interested, so it's just, yeah, just relaxed. We talked about that last time with the marketing mood. So that's basically what I do. and of course go through the training every day, and I make videos and blog posts about that, so that comes out on the social media as well.
Fantastic.
So I'm all over the place.
In a good way, you know.
Yeah.
And you said a good point. The spamming, my goodness, that is that's a big one, because I think some people don't take in the training. You know, the spamming and the training go hand in hand, and it's important for people to actually take in the training, like you were saying. So when you're actually taking in the training, you also have something to give and some value to share with others. And so you don't spam people, because once you do that, it just doesn't. It's not a good look, is it? And you're not attracting people. You're repelling them, really.
I think perhaps one of the things we could explain is, because not everybody knows what spam is. Like, I've had conversations with people, and this might sound obvious to a lot of people, but I've had conversations like somebody sent me a message and just basically pitched what they want to sell, what they want me to join.
Yeah.
And I say to them, depending on how blunt I feel at the time, I'll say to somebody, you've just spammed me. And they're like, no, it's not spam, it's legit. And I say to them, no, what I'm saying is, I never asked for that link. You've not asked how I am. You've just sent me a link.
Yeah. So I think it's important. Maybe you could. I mean, Keith, maybe it might be an idea just to quickly explain to people what actually spamming is. Go ahead.
I mean, to me, spam is an unwanted message. In email, it's kind of somebody if it's an email, it's somebody who's sending you a message you've never asked for, with a direct kind of, it's just like throwing up over you, wanting you to join whatever they're promoting or buy whatever they're promoting. Facebook, slightly different, you could argue, and it is a social network. But for me, like, spam is when somebody just sends you a message. It's obviously not been personalized. It's obviously all it's about is wanting you to join them in their business, or wanting you to just buy whatever they're promoting, and it's just a link. You know, with something, it could be a message like, join this is the new greatest thing, you're going to make loads of money, give me $2 or $5 and you're going to get 1,000 back in 60 days, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So, and Keith has actually hit on the head. I think maybe people don't know what spamming is, and maybe that's why they're doing it quite a lot. So, thank you for really explaining that, Keith.
Somebody said to me the other day, I think they might have reached out to me, I can't remember which way around it was, and then they were like, they asked me to join, they asked me whether I was interested in joining their business, and this was kind of like the second message, I think. And I wasn't rude. I was very kind of polite. I says, I'm not interested in joining you because I don't know you at the moment, and you don't know me at the moment. And he sent me a message back, and he was like, that's a fair point. And you could see my point. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He could actually see my point, and the conversation ended up being, I'm looking forward to getting to know you on Facebook, kind of thing. So sometimes we can even educate. And you can educate somebody, just saying, why would I join you? Why would I buy something from you if I don't really know anything about you or what you are or who you are?
Yeah. Really. That's fantastic. I mean, we can go over to you. Apart from the spamming, is there anything else that doesn't work that you find marketing that people tend to use that just doesn't work, or that you've tried that hasn't worked for you?
My thoughts here, what I see, and I think everybody naturally leans one way or the other. It'd be interesting to hear people's thoughts on this. And we've all seen it. You can go onto somebody's Facebook profile, and every single post is a link, just like join me, make lots of money. Pictures of dollars and euros and whatever currency. But every post is kind of a join me post, make money, join my team. But then you can go to the other end of the spectrum, and this is the end of the spectrum that I tend to fall on, is everything is completely value-based, and it can be difficult to find out, well, what's this person actually all about? What are they promoting? How can they help me in my life and my business? And I think there's two, as I say, there's two extremes that I think people fall into.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Phil, oh, Karen, we have you back. Karen, if you'd like to just unmute yourself, introduce yourself to the panel, and just talk about, if you can explain what's not working in just normal day business in marketing, what doesn't work, and or what have you found that doesn't work for you? Karen, you're still muted.
That better?
There we go. Hi.
Hi, thank you. What was the question again? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, if you can just introduce yourself to the viewers, who you are and what got you into ILN, and just explain to them what how you're finding marketing, what doesn't work basically.
Right. I'm Karen Spence, and I've been in ILN probably from the end of January. Prior to that, I was in a couple of other MLM companies, which basically didn't work out for me. At the end of January, I came across one of the webinars, and obviously I found Christy as well. I did some background information on Christy, basically all her pages and everything, all the different links. She was in one of the companies that I was a member of as well, and I thought actually Christy actually thinks, well, I think Christy knows what she's actually doing, so I think she'd be a good mentor for me, and here I am today thanks to Christy and obviously the rest of the team. Marketing wise, what doesn't work for me, I think, is basically putting out to people, pressurizing them, or just saying buy this, buy this, buy this. I mean, my aim at the moment is blogging more than anything else, trying to actually get people to visit my blogs, and then obviously if they want to join from there, ILN's got all the blog information on there, all the links and everything, and it's all done for you. So I mean, that's what I try to basically aim for at the moment. I've got 3 different sets of blogs at the moment, and I've got obviously different contexts, different niches. Obviously one of them is my main business, which I do offline. I've got my own pet supplies business, but hopefully I can try and kind of free myself up from that and put more time into ILN and getting the ILN business up and running, and then basically just live in the internet lifestyle if I can.
Fantastic. And how do you find ILN's training helping in your current business? Because you've got another business, and I know there's a lot of people that have other businesses apart from ILN. How do you find that helps you with your business, the training?
Yeah, the last couple of months, I mean, obviously a lot of it is on mindset.
Yeah.
And I feel that that's actually helped me quite a bit, obviously thinking more positively rather than negatively, and basically how to actually try and deal with customers. Just customer satisfaction and giving people what they want, basically. And at the end of the day, if you can, give them more than what they actually expect.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Karen. That
Thank you.
And you've hit a really great point about giving people what they want. And I think in marketing it's the same thing. It's the same concept, just as you said. Are you giving your customers what they want? And a lot of times when people are marketing, we're not giving people what they want. So it's a really great point. Thank you for that.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Hi, Phil.
Hello.
Hello. Would you be able to just talk about what doesn't work in marketing? And because I think a lot of people are probably doing this, and like Christy said, the spamming. Keith has explained what spamming is. Karen's actually talked about customer satisfaction and trying to give people what they want. What do you think doesn't work out there?
Okay. Yeah, sure. So one point I would make. Or something that doesn't work, and that comes from experience as well. Over the past 6 months or so, I have found that one of the things that doesn't work, in fact, the reason why, before I go on to that, is you'll find when you're in marketing and you're social, you're online. As you keep working, you'll find that people will start to follow you. If you you're of any interest to them, they will start to follow you. They will watch you over a period of time, generally before they take any next steps further to join your team or to show any interest in the business. So as people follow you, of course there are people that will just join the company straight away. If that happens, fantastic. But generally, I find that over time people will study you. They'll do their research on you and as well as the company. So one of the things you can look at this in a positive or negative way, whichever. But certainly, I would say that if you just simply come online, every so often, once a week or irregularly, and just do a bit here, a bit there, it doesn't work because people will be put off because you send the wrong message out to people. In that, consistency is a big thing, and it'll crop up in a discussion about what does work. And if you are seen not to be consistent, and you're not kind of 100% dedicated, I would certainly say that's a big factor in putting people off, and therefore, it's obviously detrimental to your business, and generally you just will not be successful. So the point I'm making basically is that one thing that certainly doesn't work is if you are a person who is not dedicated, is not committed to their business, and just turns up, willy-nilly whenever they want, and just basically giving out the wrong message to their prospects or potential business partners.
Absolutely, it's this is a great one. Consistency. I found that through my experience as well, that people are actually, like you said, people are actually watching online, and they might not comment, they might not like anything you put out there, but they are watching, and it's absolutely amazing when I get an inbox, get messages inbox, like, well, what's this about? And I'm like, oh wow, I didn't even know that you were actually looking at what I was doing. I actually got someone online who actually signed up via a post I made. He's never liked anything on my status, nothing. Yeah. And I found it on my ledger, and I was like, am I friends with this person on Facebook? And what's going on? And it was just an amazing thing. So you're right. People are watching, and it's imperative to be consistent.
That's right. I mean, if you are, if you're a good marketer, then chances are you're utilising as much and creating as much presence as you possibly can on social media online. So you're utilising, Facebook as well as Google Plus, YouTube, videos, and various other platforms. And when you're putting yourself out there, you'll be surprised who comes across one of your posts, takes a liking to it, then finds your profile, finds your page, and starts following you. You'd be very surprised. I've had people join under me just simply from them seeing my business page, if you like. I've been in groups where I put comments and posts in there, and I think if I remember rightly, Tara found me through a group that I was a member of, which was kind of linked to my business page. Is that right, Tara? Am I on the right lines there? Is she still with us?
Oh, she's muted.
That's how we met. And I went to your page looking for your link, and I remember your link was wrong, and I wrote you. I'm like, you better fix that because I'm going to join this company.
Yeah, so simple mistakes. Yeah, that's another thing. Don't get your link wrong, because if somebody tries to join it and it's broke, they'll. Luckily, it didn't this time, but obviously it can put people off. Simple mistakes like that can be made. But yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, Matthew, you've done, you've been in business for a long time, and thank you, Phil, for that. You've been in business for a long time, Matthew, and you've been doing, maybe offline. And can you give us, your take on marketing? What doesn't work? What's put you off, just joining up any other businesses out there?
Well, I guess for me the most thing I'd take into sort of account here would be is if you're ever going to speak to someone, try to speak to them as you'd like somebody to speak to you. I mean, you get a bit carried away sometimes when maybe you're trying to talk to somebody, but just sort of take a step back and think, actually, if they were saying this to me, would I either buy into them or accept the words they're saying? Yeah, it's really about just trying to be friendly as opposed to pushy, which is what a lot of things I've seen online quite recently have been. It's what you mentioned before, where people are just trying to, oh, hi, and then push the product right on you. It's like, well, actually, no, I wouldn't want to do that. So building rapport with people is definitely the way to sort of do this. It may take 5-10 exchanges just to actually mention what you're doing, but just be friendly with people. Never try and be pushy.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that. And it's all about, and I think we're going down the lines of attraction marketing. I think everyone seems to be liking the idea of attracting people to you, as opposed to repelling people and actually just pushing yourself out there and just, push your link at all times. So, Andrew, could you give us a little bit, can you just talk about what you've done in terms of marketing and what really repels you and what doesn't work? You're muted, Andrew. Let's have a look. If you can just press your unmute yourself, Andrew. I think we. Hi, Andrew. Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Okay. We'll try and sort that out in a bit. Tara, would you be able to tell us a bit more about? I just want to talk to everyone actually about. I mean, we've covered the. Andrew, I think we can hear you now. No, we can't. Sorry. I want to talk to everyone now. I mean, we've covered the whole thing about what doesn't work, spamming doesn't work, and just putting your link out there. And the Keith came up with a good point. What extremes do you go? Do you just constantly post value? Do you just constantly be posting value, or do you just constantly post your links? And I think the two extremes are not necessarily great. He was talking about, having a medium,
Kimberly, I don't know if it's just me, but I think we're getting a bit of technical problems here. I think we're losing you.
I think she's dropped out, ain't she?
Yeah, she's done well so far. I know she's got a bit of a dodgy internet connection. Let's give it a sec, see if she comes back on, or reconnects, or whatever.
Yeah, she's had some problems with the internet.
Okay, I don't know if anyone actually
Can you guys hear me now, Phil?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No. Okay.
I don't know if anyone caught what she was actually trying to say.
I'm using my headphones, so I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
No.
I wanted to bring up a method that I would hope that everyone avoids.
Yeah, go for it, Tara.
Facebook email scrapes. I've gotten so many recently, I guess it's become very popular. Before it used to be a super ninja trick. Now people are getting their hands on this software, and literally I get 2 or 3 emails from people that never knew me. I don't know them, and I ask them, how did you do that? And they're like, a Facebook scrape. So don't do those.
What's a Facebook scrape? I've not heard of that before.
There's a software that you can buy that you can literally go, you can connect it to your Facebook, and it'll go into all the groups that you're in and scrape everyone's email address.
Ooh.
Their real email address, not the ones they signed up with, the real thing.
Oh, right.
I get it a lot.
That's
I
weird.
haven't heard about that.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Yeah, but it's very, by the sounds of it though, it's very unethical, isn't it? You know, you're basically...
It's unrequested information. Email does have laws about the spamming.
That's right,
So,
yeah.
You know, I'm sure people are successful with it, but it's not the kind of longevity business that, if you want to be in this business for a long time, that's not how you want to play.
Yeah, I guess that's...
I was wondering why I was getting some mails from some old, not to mention the company, but where I was in before. I was getting some mails from some of the really big kings there.
Yeah,
and I never signed up for anything.
Yeah, that's a
interesting.
scraper.
Okay. Now you solved that mystery.
I did it actually a couple years ago. My company, we had this guy that was a monster ninja trick worker, and I used it. Holy shit. I lost valuable people from my list. I didn't even say anything bad. I was just like, well, if we're friends on Facebook, then why couldn't you get an email from me? So, don't do it.
The good thing, I mean, I guess we will come across talk about email marketing. You know, if we're talking about things that do work. However, for people that maybe are new in the industry or new to ILM, certainly a recommendation would be if you ever think about any methods of obtaining emails or email addresses to add them to your list.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you said obtaining females.
You always want to double opt-in. You want to provide the value, give them the call to action, show them where they can get on your list, and then on your list, that's how you run your email campaign. I mean, you want to kind of mix it up. You want to have a lot of value there, but you also want to be selling something, because if you're not, people aren't going to be buying anything. Vincent talks about that all the time. He's like, if you got a list that you're not selling anything to, go ahead and give it to me.
Yeah.
Otherwise it becomes a dead list, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard what that's a very valid point, by the way. But certainly, all we're trying to get at really is make sure that you don't look down the avenue of adding people to your list unethically, if that's the right word. And make sure that anyone that's on your list has opted in. Otherwise, you can get in serious trouble. And obviously, you at risk of losing people and losing business as well. So that's it really on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kim, you're back. So
I'm back.
You started like going all crazy. Your connection was obviously dropping out. So I'll let you.
Yeah, as Jacob calls it, it's the Matrix. What? Jacob is not here tonight.
Jacob's not here tonight, so we're missing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be great to just go through the panel and just get 2 things that are working fantastically in your business right now, and that that are working fantastic, and that you can recommend to the viewers. Tara, we can start with you, Tara.
Awesome. YouTube videos. Number one, get comfortable. I watch Christy's channel, and she'll go from like 2 or 3 views. I'll come back a couple hours later. She's got 37 views. If she's not already signing people up with her YouTube channel, she will be. YouTube is huge. It's you don't even know who they are. They stalk you. They never even click like. They look for a company. They look for the person they like the most that is making videos about the company, and that's who they join. It happened with my daughter's direct sales business that I was in with her before, but it's not for me. I made a review on the company. The lady found that made her decide she wanted to be in the company. And then she decided she wasn't sure if I was the person she wanted to be with. Looked for tutorials, found my daughter. Lo and behold, she got us both. You know what I mean? Just off some YouTube videos. So I think that's huge, and providing a lot of value on the most active social media site that you have.
Fantastic.
You know, if you're big on G+, be there providing value. If you're big on Facebook, be there providing value, and really master that particular niche and provide a lot of value. Don't be afraid to call to action, but don't over spam it. You know, the 80-20 rule, share other people's things, that kind of stuff.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tara.
You're welcome.
It's fantastic. I mean, YouTube is something that that a lot of people don't use, and it's free marketing. That's the brilliant thing. You know, you don't have to sort of pay for it. It's there and ready to use. Sandra, hi. Anything you'd like to add?
Hi, I'm just listening and learning.
Fantastic.
I came on here kind of late. I was on the YouTube listening for a while, and I said, "There's got to be another way I can get on here." So I'm just listening and seeing what it
Fantastic.
Yeah, we can only be 10 on the panel. That's probably why.
We're glad to have you online, Sandra. Wonderful. Okay, Phil, can you share some wisdom?
Yeah, well, I'll try. So, a very valid point that Sarah made, I must say. For those who are not yet making videos, it's such a powerful tool. And like I said, you don't know who is watching your videos. It's difficult to control that, but it's nevertheless amazing, because it's what, the third or fourth biggest website, you know, in the world. So yeah, video marketing, massive power in that, and there's a lot of training as well in the professional membership that covers, you know, all that kind of good stuff, how to do it, what, you know. So I'll sort of say on that. So for me, well, there's two obvious ones for me, and that's the obviously Facebook is the biggest tool you can use, and well, the training in the professional really says it all. Messaging people the right way on Facebook is huge, and it's vitally important to reach out and connect with people, and obviously to start building relationships, if nothing else. The second one, I'm probably going to lose internet connection now because Victoria's got a microwave on.
Oh.
Hopefully not. The second one for me is email.
Yep, I think we're losing Phil. Well, can everybody hear me? Thumbs up. Awesome. Well, I'm just going to carry on, and once we get Phil back, it'll be great. So Tara talks about video marketing. Phil's talking about Facebook marketing. These are all free tools that you guys can use and get started right now without actually having to pay anything, you know, and just get moving. Phil, we can just about hear you.
We're back.
Yes, we're back. Go ahead.
Sorry, I knew I was going to lose connection then because Victoria started using the microwave, which is right behind this wall, just here. But I don't know where I lost you. What was the last thing you heard?
You were talking about Facebook marketing and just basically posting value.
All right, so you've missed everything else that I just said.
Pretty much.
Facebook, critical, obviously, getting it right. Facebook is an art, basically. If you can get it right, you will be hugely successful, because it's about expanding your reach to basically the world, you know, and if you are consistently reaching out to people, making new connections, opening up new doors of opportunity, obviously for
I think we may have lost Phil again. Okay. So basically, we'll go over to Christy, and just Christy, if you can unmute yourself and just give us 2 things that are working for you and that are amazing, as you are the YouTube queen, apparently.
Well, at least in quantity, now I have to get more into the quality. Well, of course, I share on my Verify Me app on my iPhone. I share some thoughts of the day, some lessons I learned from life. But I've actually just today started the 30-day challenge that Victoria posted in the Team Phoenix. I've started just sharing that, and then also my money visualizing exercise, so that just to spread out some value. I think I have to call to action a bit more. I do it in text, but yeah, I'm learning still. And then on my YouTube videos, I write my blog about the training I see in Ireland, and then I make a small video just to have an overview of what I've learned. I show my screen from the university, my notes that I've written down on the computer, just so that people get some inside information of what I learned in the university. Not giving it all away, but of course I give a lot of notes away, but all the time I mention in the blog that of course Marcus mentions more about this and this, and he teaches us this and this, so that they know that it's a 2-hour webinar. I'm not giving it all away. So yeah, so basically the training and then some life lesson stuff, and yeah, just giving some value out. But I'm definitely going to focus more on the video marketing, as I know I could get a lot more action there. But the action I've had has been group posts, targeted very well, and then my Facebook messaging, just networking with tons of people. I have nearly 700 friends now, and just expanding my network and chatting with people and being friendly. Just being friendly and interested in their lives. So
fantastic. I mean, like the video marketing. I think people want to be able to relate to you. People want to be able to see who they're talking to and really love you and get to know you. And once they get to know you, they'll buy into your thing. And value. Oh my goodness, value is a big one. So that's absolutely amazing, because if you're taking value from the university, and you're taking value from the the back office in Ireland, you can actually just speak your heart and your spirit, because it's within you, and that's what you do, Christy. So you're doing a fantastic job, and thank you for sharing that with us. I see we've got Phil back.
Yes, hello, I'm back. I lost connection then, obviously, and then I got booted off the panel. And then, I think it's the first time it's ever happened to me. I couldn't reconnect because the panel was full.
So, we have a full panel.
So yeah, I managed to get on.
We were just talking about, Christy was talking about video marketing and how it's important to, literally just get out there and share value, and that's what she's doing, and that's what's working for her, and posting on Facebook groups and sharing value. And I think that's fantastic, because it's something actually that Tara's mentioned, you've mentioned, and it seems to be a big thing. And and I know Andrew does it quite a lot, and Keith's left the panel, but I know he does a lot of video marketing. So it seems to be the running stream at the moment that video marketing is a great thing.
Yeah, definitely video marketing, and kind of. When you are kind of creating videos, not only are you putting it out there on YouTube for the world to see, but also, again, sharing it everywhere. I mean, Facebook's profile, the Facebook business page, Google Plus. You can even put videos on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. Obviously, links. I think you can even put videos directly on Twitter now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all these other websites that have got millions and millions of viewers, of users, if you like. And what else was I going to say? I can't remember, it's gone now, but yeah, definitely kind of link in your videos and just keep, what's the word?
I mean, could it be an idea to actually just put, because you've mentioned a few social media sites, would it be a great idea to just maybe put something on in the Team Phoenix group, just listing, so everyone has access to that, who's part of the team?
We actually do have this already. You've not looked at it. In the
apparently not. So I suppose. Well,
yeah,
I am going to go straight in there and have a look. I mean, for everyone, I'm just saying that because there might be people on the panel, people who are listening, who who would want to have the list.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
there is a file in the file section of the group. You can all probably just check it out if you board one screen or whatever. Click on the files, and somewhere in amongst all that great information, if anyone hasn't checked it out already, there's lots of good stuff in there, and there's going to be a hell of a lot more very soon. There's one link in there which is basically profiles for social media, and all it is, it's like, say for example, my name. It's got 4 or 5 of the main social media platforms with a link to basically where your profile is, so that I can look at, I don't know, Keith's, click on it, like his page, follow him, or subscribe to him, or whatever. So that's open to everybody to just go in there and dump your information in there and start following everyone else. So that's pretty awesome.
Brilliant, thank you for that.
Can I just say something before you go to the other people?
Go ahead.
Because I just about that with the whole video marketing, you actually don't know if you get sales from it, because of course, also as Karen said, you research people and maybe you see their blog, you see their videos, and that builds that connection. So when I say I don't think I've had sales from YouTube, but I don't know. Well, it may have contributed to people trusting me and wanting to work with me.
Well, once they sign up, I always ask them how they found me if I don't know them.
Yeah. It's always good to find out. It's super powerful, and it's very important that when you do your videos, if you haven't already had any training or any help on ranking your videos, there are some great videos out there. Ben Martin is my mentor. He's put a video together.
Yeah.
Step-by-step guide on how to rank any video to the top of YouTube for obviously your keywords. So it's vitally important you do that, so actually people will see it at the top of YouTube for whatever you're searching for. But also having your link in the description where it's easily accessible for people to see, to click on. But of course, then you've got to give them a reason to click. So that then comes back to the content and the description as well. So that allows people to obviously sign up with you, of course.
The link should always be first too.
Huh?
Sorry, Tara.
Sorry, go on, Tara. Oh. Tara's muted. No, I was saying it's absolutely amazing. I mean, I've actually watched Ben's video, and it's really great. And Tara's also got a YouTube training on her system. So once you learn something, just put it out there, share with other people, and just by training other people, it's actually phenomenal to get out there. As soon as you learn something, just put it out there. And just see how you go, because as you're learning, people are learning from you, and they'll trust and like you.
It's worth saying. It's worth actually letting people know, I guess, where to find that. So Ben Martin, he's a top affiliate in Ireland. He's got around about 1,000 people in his team. He's earning tens of thousands of pounds or dollars per month in Ireland. So he's a great person to follow. If you search Ben Martin in YouTube. as well as the Island group or whatever. Subscribe to him. He's got some great videos on YouTube, and if you struggle to find him on YouTube, let us know. Well, in fact, we'll probably just put the link to his page on in the Team Phoenix group, and get following him and just watch some of the videos in there because they're massively helpful.
Absolutely.
I followed his training for certain keywords. I carried it all out. And lo and behold, I actually ranked above him for particular keywords. For example, ILN or the Speedwell system or the Internet Lifestyle Network. I was like first, second, or third on occasions. So it really, really does work. So definitely check it out.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for that. It's definitely. It's just definitely going. The videos thing seems to be a running trend with everyone. Andrew, I know you do videos yourself online quite a lot. Can you share with us?
He ran off to the toilet or something. It's disappeared.
I think probably. Okay. I suppose we can go back to Matthew. Have you talked about what you're using right now and what's working for you? You're muted.
Yeah. Well, as far as it goes with me and the ILN family, I'm still fairly new in this one. This will probably be my second week going forward. So I'm sort of hammering out the Facebook side, learning about this graph searching, which blew my mind really when I found out about that. And I'm planning tomorrow to try and get my first couple of videos up, or a couple of introduction ones, or at least self-motivation ones if I can. So no, I've not found my personal niche just yet, but I would hope by the next week I'll have some results.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for that. And, just keep us updated. Obviously, we've got Hangouts every week, and then you can just keep us updated by what's working for you, and that would be fantastic, and just share with others.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing the videos, Matt.
Absolutely. That's absolutely brilliant. And who do we have here? Oh, we seem to have Claude back on. Claude, can you share with us what's actually working for you in terms of marketing, online or offline? You're muted.
Unmute myself.
We seem to have a problem with the muting today.
Is that
there we go.
Fantastic. I find
yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome. So Fraser's laser targeted traffic on Facebook with graph search seems to work for me. I varied the message so it suits the way I sort of speak and communicate with people. And I found that people tend to come back off that wanting to know, what am I selling? And there's nothing to sell really. It's just building relationships. So I don't ask any questions. I just interact with them and find out what they've been doing and how has it worked for them so far, and what problems they're having in trying to really get or extend their message. And once I found out what that is, then I can start to offer the value that I didn't have. And I find I'm getting quite a lot of feedback from that. And they're trying to draw it out of me, and it's really like the law of attraction, bringing me towards them really more than the sell itself. And I find that's what works best for me. So videos I'm willing to broach, but just like Matthew, I think I haven't really found my niche, if you like, because I'm more like having a clear mind, the esoteric value of what you have to offer, and the whole I wouldn't say esoteric selling, but if you like to share, what is the exchange. So when I find my sort of message, I'll be happy to do a video sort of call and get back to you on that. But for the moment, the laser targeted traffic is fine with me because I don't really have a problem with a $20 page. I guess what, once you start to interact and you go, if you like, into the rabbit warren a bit, then it's a bit dodgy to really say $20 in 24 hours. I suppose you've gone too far down the rabbit hole. But so I tend to offer the actual the landing page or the order form at that stage. But yeah, I mean, I've got no problem really spinning out the $24 and the $20 in 24 hours, as long as it's at the beginning of the message.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. I mean, you know, Claude's mentioned something about the $20 in 24 hours. I don't know. I beg to disagree with that one because it's. I suppose this is for another. I suppose we'll talk about this in another hangout. But I think it's a bit like what Christy said. It sometimes can put people off. And I know Andrew, you had a look at the $20 in 24, so it might be an idea to just get your quick take on that. Hi, Andrew? Yes, we've definitely lost, can't hear Andrew at all. Can everyone else hear me clearly?
I don't know if my microphone is working. Can you hear me?
You're good, you're good.
No.
You're good to go,
I can
Andrew.
hear you, but you obviously can't hear me.
We can.
Very frustrating. Oh, you can hear me now, can you?
Yes.
Oh, brilliant. No, I've just been making lots of videos for a while, but it just seems to have taken on a new feeling for me. It's almost like I'm just being me. That was you saying what is the best thing to do? What's the best way to market? And I can't say I've had any success yet, but it feels right just to be me. Because if people meet me and they like me, and not everybody will, but the ones that do like me will get on board with me and want to be involved with what I'm doing. So whoever you are, whatever your personality's like, there'll be people that don't like you, the people that are not really bothered either way, and those who think that you're absolutely marvelous. And thankfully, I've got a few of those. So just be yourself and just get into the video, just look into the camera and keep smiling and keep having a good energy about you. And I think that's the key to it. I've watched so many other people's videos and they look over here and they look at the notes and the reading off word for word. It doesn't work. You just be yourself. Just look at the camera and smile and make that eye contact.
Thank you, Andrew. That's amazing. Because, you know, that is absolutely amazing, you know, because it's all about being yourself, you know, which is something Andrew's talking about, you know, getting people to get to know you, which is something Christy mentioned. Claude mentioned, you know, just connecting with people, really getting to know people and actually talking with them. And I think it's clear that it's all about the people. It's about who's out there, who you're attracting, you know, and giving value to people and sharing. So just get out there, start your video marketing. Don't be shy. Start talking to people, connecting with people. The world is such a wonderful and amazing place, and it's all about connection. So really start your video marketing. You know, I hate to say this, but really get over yourself, because you have so much to give. You've got so much value, and a lot of times people hold back, and they've got this knowledge just tied up in them. Just let it out. Just let it out and share with other people. And you know, just be yourself, like Andrew said. And it's all about connecting and helping everyone else grow. And if you can touch someone's life, if you can, you know, do something for someone and actually connect with them inside, then you know that's what it's all about. So really, you know, thank you to all the panel. They've been amazing, and you know, they've said some really amazing things, and I hope you take that with you, you know, for the rest of the week, and really use that in your, you know, day to day. Do the videos. Tara said it, Phil said it, Andrew said it. Everyone is saying the same thing. Do your video marketing. There are different ways of training. As you know, Phil mentioned Ben and Martin. He's got a lot of videos out there with regards to video training. You have Tara. She's got things out there. And you know, just Christy. Everyone's got a video channel. So just tap into everyone's channel. You know, learn, get some value. If you're an ILN, go to your professional level and get some value. There is so much in there. Mark Hoverson just, you know, does it for you. And, you know, you need to be in it to know it. And if you don't know, you don't know. If you do, you do. So goodbye from me. And hopefully you have a great week. And you know, I'll just pass it on to the panel. If anyone's got anything to say, feel free. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, well, we still have to hear Karen, I think, in the round. But
I'm so
another,
sorry about that, Karen.
No, you're fine.
There was one thing I wanted to say first. Is also making a small video as a Facebook friendship thing. When people add me as a friend, I send them all video I have made for that purpose. Only 30 seconds long, but it's just really, people get to know you instantly. So it's, yeah. Another tip.
I like that, Christy. You know, just like an introduction of who you are and just sending them somewhere. That's amazing.
Yeah. That was it.
And Karen, is there anything you would like to add to, you know, because I know a lot of people were talking about video marketing. Is there anything you'd like to add?
A lot of mine probably be on Facebook, and what I tend to do is obviously when I blog, because all the social media networks are actually at the bottom, I tend to do Google+, Twitter, Pinterest, and just put all my blogs out there as well. But I've done a few videos, but it's really just getting out of your comfort zone, really, and actually being persistent and actually continuing to do them as you can, basically. It's just, as I say, getting out of your comfort zone and actually getting down to actually do it more than anything else.
That's a great point, Karen.
Yeah, it really is.
I just want to say, yes, I don't know if it's been mentioned, but obviously ILN, of course, have free or unlimited blog platforms or blog sites on their platform, and when you set it up, of course, you've got the links or buttons for social media at the bottom, and obviously if people, you can either share it yourself to each one of your, you can share each one of your blog posts to your Facebook page, to your Twitter, and and all the other great sites. So that's a very good tip, actually, to do that. Whenever you blog anything, share the actual blog post directly onto your Facebook page or your Google Plus page, so that when somebody clicks on it, it takes them directly to their blog. And obviously, when they're at your blog, they can obviously opt in if they feel that they like what they're hearing. So that's another powerful tool and powerful tip, rather. So that's a very great point.
Absolutely.
And when they opt into your email list, even though if your email list might not be hundreds or even tens of people, but just write to them like regularly. Like, well, yeah, we can talk about email marketing. You talked a little bit about it, but I just remember Vincent saying that even though you might not have a big email list, it's just important to write to them on a regular basis. Let them know what's happening.
Yeah.
So.
It's funny, actually. When I disconnected, that's one of my points that I was talking about, which I don't think you heard. So there was 2 points that I made, basically utilising Facebook. Of course, it's already been discussed in terms of the best ways to use it. Being positive on each of your posts, thinking about the perspective and how people see you through your profile and through your post, and the message that you give out on every single post. Continuously, consistently giving out value through Facebook and whichever other medium. And what else was I going to say about Facebook? When you do your videos, obviously part of video marketing, I find something quite useful is actually posting videos into groups as well. Which I don't know whether a lot of people do that. I tend to see a lot of people put their videos that they create straight onto their profile or onto the business page or fan page, if you want to call it that. I don't know if anybody else on the panel has tried putting their videos into certain groups as well. Obviously, do you see a lot of people posting value in groups, but do they put videos in there?
Jacob does a lot. I've seen. Yeah.
That's something. I mean, that's something I found actually does work. Does generate more. Tara does excellent. So I mean, I'm just talking. There are hundreds and thousands of groups, like all called kind of network marketing or make money online or internet marketing, all that kind of great stuff. But that's something that I do find it creates a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Interest, if anything else, than a normal post does. If you put some tips out there, some value out there, or put a picture up, what I find and not a lot of people do generally is put videos. There are people in Team Phoenix, I don't do it enough yet, and I know I should, which is not a great message, but you know, like the likes of Tara, Christy, Jacob, and you know, various other people are doing it. They create a whole load of videos, and obviously they're putting them on in the Facebook groups. But I don't see people outside of Ireland doing that kind of stuff. So it's for me, it's quite an untapped kind of strategy, if you like. Something to bear in mind, I think. The last point I was going to say, it was basically about email marketing. I think while I was disconnected, I have already kind of discussed that, but that's something I like very important if you want to grow your business, and that is creating an email list, and then obviously using the email marketing strategy to post out to your list every day, basically. Of course, to drive more business, but one of the things I'm working on at the moment is obviously Aweber, which is a tool which I don't know whether you guys, some of you may not have heard of it. It's a tool to basically capture your list and manage it basically, and use it to email out to people. And the other one is basically the capture pages as well. I use Lead Pages, well, I was using another one. There are various other ones out there. You can basically create your own capture page website, so that when you create a post or a video and you provide a link, that link goes to the capture page, and obviously depending on what you say in there or on that page, people may may want to put their email address in to get more information from you, and obviously at that point you captured their email and goes to your list, and that just becomes the email marketing strategy. So I find that's very, very important, and the reason I say that, to back that up, is because the people who I see are successful are very, very big on email marketing. Not only Vincent Ortega and Mark Ogerson, for example, but Ben Martin is doing very well through his list as well. As is, like, for example, there's a guy called Mac Didan, or Mac Mills, he's also known as, who's in ILM, but also in many other companies. And this guy, I believe, has got an email list of around 1 million emails. Now, these are 1 million people that have all subscribed to his list. That's a crazy figure, but I believe that is from a very reliable source. And he's earning round about £300,000 or dollars, sorry, per month, because he's in various different. He markets for various different companies, mainly using Facebook and his email list. So that's something to bear in mind if you really want to blow up your business. Not only follow the training that's in ILN, actually start to think about growing your email list as soon as you can. So yeah, that's it on that point.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add to what you were saying, Phil, which is which is absolutely fantastic. If you're going to use email marketing and actually video marketing as well, you could actually put your link to lead pages, or to your your auto response, your page where you'll capture the person's emails in your video, your YouTube channel, and you can actually just put that in the description, and just literally write a little bit more about what the this is what I got from the training from Ben. And literally just write a little bit more about what the video's about, and add some stuff on there, few keywords, and literally put the link to your lead pages, and people will will click on there to find out more information. Then you can capture their email and just do and get their details, so you can actually start communicating with people. Exactly. Literally just try and get your capture pages, because if you don't have a list, the very first thing to do is start creating the list. Because if, for example, anything happens on Facebook, look at MySpace. Years ago, MySpace was the big thing, and just like that, it disappeared, you know, and all the contacts and everything that people had just disappeared in one go. So it's quite important to create your list, which is not attached to Facebook, which is not attached to anything, but it's your list, and you can actually use that in any business.
Yeah, the great thing is, like you said, I mean, even if rather than like this, even if Facebook stays where it is, if you move from let's say ILN for some reason, I'm sure it's not going to happen, but in 12 months' time, 5 years' time, something happens, it kind of fades away. You know, if you do not have a list of followers, of people that are interested in what you do, the value you give out, and all that kind of stuff, even if they're not buying from you, they're just following you, and they give you your email address. If you move away from ILN and you haven't got a list, you kind of lose your business, and you've got to start all over again. If you have that list, then you move from ILN to, I don't know, company XYZ, who might be the next best thing or whatever. You've still got that list of people you can market to. You can potentially sell to whatever business or kind of product you're trying to sell. So it's very, very useful. And of course, that's only one of very many types of email marketing. There's loads out there, but very useful.
Absolutely. I mean, you mentioned Aweber, there's Mailchimp, there's quite a few, and you could try and use that what suits you. But you've really hit it there. Thank you for sharing with us, because the list is really an important thing. It's all the money's in the list, as the saying goes. I don't know who said that, but I've heard that out there before, that the money's in the list. So it's quite important to do that. And as everyone's actually mentioned, sharing value and actually, just connecting with people. So thank you, Phil. And is there anyone else that wants to add anything? We're all good. So from us, the panel, and everyone else would like to say thank you for sharing with us, and thank you for being here, and we hope you've learned a lot. If someone sent you to this link and you want to know more about ILN, just contact them and they'll be able to tell you more. Just reach out and just connect, and it's all about connecting. So bye from me, and see you later.
Yes.
Great job, guys.
Great job, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hi, Claude. You're still on.
I'm trying to X myself out here.